Hi, Stacy here. I wanted to record a quick intro to the first couple of discussion assignments that you have due and just give you some tips and talk to you about where you can find some of the information in the textbook. Okay, so first of all, you'll see here we're on the Eagle main page, and one of the ways to navigate this 100% online course is to just go to the first module that's listed here. Click in that module. And you'll see the module, each module section, as you page down here and look at all these different modules, each module section has a date range, it has a title of the topics that will be covered in the module, and then you can also see here it has the chapters identified in the textbook that you need to read in order to perform really well on this module. Additionally, you'll see that I often will give you some videos to view. Here's a bunch of different online video viewing. We see this in Module 2, Module 3, etc., etc. And the way that the video viewing works is you're not tested on the video viewing, but the video viewing will really help you a lot when it goes to draft your postings, both for the Wall Street Journals and for the topic engagements, because it helps you to understand the breadth and depth of a particular topic beyond just what the textbook's giving you. Now, of course, all that video viewing is not absolutely required. I typically try to list the video viewing in order of importance. So as you have time, I would click through and watch as many as you can, or maybe just kind of hunt around and begin to watch videos that you think are super interesting to you, that you find of interest. So that's one thing. Second thing, you absolutely have to read the textbook. You need to read the textbook in order to engage critically, intelligently with the discussions postings that are required. And I want to talk to you specifically about this very first topic, engagement. So let's click on that and let's look at what that's about. And you can see here, let's zoom in and take a look at this. The topic engagement for the first week, or the first module, says to describe how the economy of Rockford, the economy of Illinois, the economy of the United States, you could even talk about the global economy. At these different levels, talk about, pick one of those levels and do an analysis of how that particular region can help or hinder businesses' ability to succeed. And when we're saying, how does Rockford help a business's ability to succeed, typically we're thinking about the environment of Rockford, the government of Rockford, the whole conditions that are in place in that particular city, state, or nation, or globe, whatever. How do those impact, how does that environment impact businesses? In order to begin to make this analysis, I think it's really important that you take a look at a couple of specific sections of the textbook, and I want to show you what that is right now. So I'm going to click into our textbook. This is our business text website, and you can see over here, here's the table of contents. Here's the first two chapters. First chapter is Foundation of Business. Second chapter there is Business in the Global Environment. I would specifically call out for you to take a look at under chapter 1. Oh, I'm sorry, chapter 1 and chapter 2 is what you need to do. Foundations of Business and Business and Ethics and Social Responsibility. So in chapter 1, what I would call out is 1.6, Measuring the Health of the Economy. If you click on that, you'll see it's about the economic goals of growth, high employment, and price stability, and explains all of those things. Also, what's the government role, and how does the government support, or how do they intervene within their environment to create a really positive business environment? And there's really two tools that really it's kind of three tools, but there's two. Let me outline the three tools. There's three tools. There's monetary, fiscal policy, and then there's policy, or a legal environment, setting laws, right? So you have these kind of three areas that a government can have a huge impact on the economic environment. You have monetary policy, which is about manipulating or impacting the money supply in some way. And then you have the fiscal policy, which is about taxing and spending. And then the final way is the legal environment, or law setting laws, government regulations, other laws that would either help or hinder businesses. So these are the things that you should go and read about in the textbook, and think about how do those things at the local level, state level, national level help or hinder businesses. This is the goal behind this. In Chapter 2, a portion that might be useful in Chapter 2 is, in Chapter 2, it talks a little bit about the triple bottom line. And let me just show you one way that you can search the textbook for a specific topic, if you're ever looking for a specific topic. You can see here up at the top left corner, there's a little search bar, and it says, I've typed in here triple bottom line. If you click search, it'll show you exactly where triple bottom line is, and then you can click on that section and it'll bring you to that. And the only downside of this text is it doesn't highlight where those words are, but I found it here. It's at the bottom of this thing where it talks about, let's center it here. It talks about triple bottom line focus. And this is basically, the triple bottom line is social, environmental, and economic. And more companies are looking at what is their impact on their environment, socially, environmentally, and economically. Another way to think about it is people, planet, profit. So what is a company's impact on profit? What is their impact on people? What is their impact on the planet? But I think you could also think about, when you're doing this analysis, you might also think about how do governments, through fiscal, monetary policy, and rule setting, how do they impact the environment that a business operates in on these three levels? How do they impact the planet, the environment as it relates to the health of the planet or the health of the local environment, planetary environment? How does it affect people? How does it affect profit? So there's kind of one way that you can think about how you want to write this post. Another cheat that I just want to give you is there's a web page called study.com, and if you go there and you do a search, a lot of times you can find really great intro videos on different topics that we're going through in Intro to Business. And I think you can watch several videos in here without paying a fee. There is a fee for schools and for teachers, and even for individuals who want to pursue credit through the study.com kind of thing, where you have to pay a fee. But you really don't have to pay a fee to watch a video. I'll put this link, I've highlighted up here, study.com, etc. I'll put this link along with this video so that you can go and take a look at it. So it's a nice little summary video, and it actually outlines for you another 3 areas of analysis that you can look at. I'm just trying to give you suggestions on how you can organize your response for this particular post. And you can see here it talks about the external environment, the economic environment, the legal environment, and then there's a lesson summary at the end of this little 4 or 5 minute video. Okay. The last thing I just want to mention is just make sure that you're following all of the general discussion and boarding, discussion board requirements and grading criteria. Each posting has to be a certain amount in length. This one particularly has to be 250 words. You must explain how it pertains to the concepts that are related in the textbook and any videos that I've given you. I mean, you don't have to relate it to every single video. I'm just saying if you do watch one of the videos, you need to cite where, make that relation there. For sure, it absolutely is required, and you'll be dinged for it if you don't include any analysis or connection between what you're writing about and what you read in the textbook. And this is really critical because one of the reasons for these discussion postings is so that you can demonstrate your ability to critically analyze the topics and the information that's provided in the textbook. The quizzes simply measure your ability to understand key terminology. It's a very entry-level, base level of understanding. The discussion postings and the topic engagements and the Wall Street Journal postings These things provide you the forum or the ability to demonstrate the depth of your knowledge. In other words, you have critically processed this knowledge and you know how to apply it within context. And that's really critical for you demonstrating your competency within this course. So make sure you make those links. When you're doing that, make sure that you're also citing the page numbers within the textbook, and you can use MLA or APA. Google it if you don't know how to do those citations. It's super easy. And finally, make sure that you are having interactions with your peers. It's super critical. And this is called a graded discussion. It's not called a graded post, so it's a discussion. You should be having discussions with your classmates. So I would make it a rule to read at least 2 or 3 of your classmates' posts for each topic, each Wall Street Journal post, each topic engagement post. Read at least 2 or 3 of your classmates' posts, and then you can engage with them in discussion, and I think that is super critical as well. So I think that covers everything I wanted to outline for you, and I hope this has been helpful in getting you started on these discussions. If you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you and enjoy.